welcome back to another awesome video. My name is Kuzo Muropeni, and yeah, so the first thing is to be able to save more money. When I moved out of the house in March on the 5th of this year 2022, I just kind of did like a quick estimations. I just jotted down some numbers, and I thought, well, that works on paper. I should be able to survive. I'll pay this and that, and I will only need this amount of money for groceries or this amount of money for electricity. And it doesn't really work that way. I don't think you can even properly budget for a scenario that you've never been in. I mean, now if I do my budgets now, they're more realistic because I've actually kind of tested it out and I know what it's like, which is why, by the way, I am moving to a cheaper place, because now I'm like, okay, I've tried this, I've tried that, that's never gonna work, that's gonna work. So you can save money. I haven't even been saving because that's just how tense it's been. And that's kind of like the shitty thing, like if you're going to work, and then you're not gonna save any money, that's not the way to go. Because I've even written it here. So when you save, it's like having a loaded gun to be able to shoot at opportunities when they come. So I've been looking a lot into these moving abroad, maybe moving to like a developed country, moving to like Sweden or the UK. And I started thinking about a lot of stuff. So the first thing is I don't even have a passport yet, and I wouldn't even be able to get one soon. I would have to properly sacrifice stuff and budget and be like, I'm not doing this important thing this month so I can go get a passport, simply because the rental is just that high in relation to my income. And I think a lot of people fall trap to that. So you want to be able to save money, because if you can save money, then you can be open to more, you can be open to opportunity. I think about a week and a half, around June 16, I think it was on June 16, I took a walk with my cousin, looking around for some spaces where I could potentially open a fast food. And I did a little bit of an analysis and some feasibility studies and just crunching the numbers to see how much it would cost to actually have my own takeout, my own fast food takeout. Isn't it the same thing, fast food? And I came up with a budget of 100,000 rands to get started properly. This is your deposits for the place, this is your equipment that you'll need, not even everything, but at least the important things that you will definitely need to get started. And the final amount was 100,000 rands, and I started thinking, hey, where the hell am I going to get that? And that's where I was kind of like, if you were saving from the time you started working, you would have had at least a start, a decent start, just enough to at least be able to convince people to jump in on your idea. And that's really why you want to save. Now, if you go out to a place where you're really stretching your entire income and you can't save enough, or even just a basic minimum of 10%, then you're really fucked and you should do something about it. And maybe that's why you're looking at this, watching this, to be able to maybe move to a cheaper place. And then the second thing is, no one really cares how fancy your place is. So since I've been living here from March, this is my 4th month. I've been around to different apartments with some guys around here and my cousin's friends and all that, and even where he stays. And I've seen that my place is pretty it's proper. This is a large bachelor, first of all, and it's really nice. It's close to Jewel City, which is just across the road, and we've got Chicken Licken, McDonald's, there's Clicks, there's ShopRite, there's Roots, and some ATMs, and it is proper. But then no one really cares if it's all within a particular radius. If it's all still around town, and everyone's maybe someone's paying half my rent 2 blocks down, and they've got a smaller place. No one really cares. No one even gauges that type of bigger, nicer looking apartment and you don't. I think it's because most of the time it's like you spending it like that, like you're spending time at your place like on your own, unless if you've got like you're living with your partner or whatever, you know, those are different things. As a bachelor, I'm speaking purely as a bachelor to say that if you are staying on your own, then most of your time here will be on your own, and then it only matters to you. And I can say I've got like a lot of space that I'm not using. I was thinking of like I'm pointing at spots that you can't see through the camera, but yeah, I wanted to get definitely a coffee table for the spot right here where my feet are right now. A study desk would be nice, and a TV. I don't know why I wanted TV. I just think it just looks like it should be there because that's how big the space is. And that's another like shitty part, you know, or the benefit of maybe getting a cheaper place. If it's cheaper, it's likely to be smaller, and if it's smaller, then you don't need as much furniture, which is actually the third reason. You know, it requires less furniture to fill it up. You know, getting a smaller, cheaper place, you don't need much. You don't need a TV stand, maybe, especially for me. I mean, honestly, I'd be okay with just having like a bed, a couch, and just like a little bit of a study area. I don't even need a study area, honestly. But I mean, for the sake of my videos. But I mean, look at how I'm getting away with this, making this video right now. And yeah, what else? Live according to. I mean, okay, I'm gonna touch on the thing about faking it till you make it. It's something that my system I used to be like really like big on. I don't think it's the way to go because you know you limit yourself on a lot of things. I mean, just think about how much I could have like since I started working, how much I could have saved, and how much opportunities I would have had now as a result of those savings. I can't imagine. Although I don't regret moving here because moving here is really like it's built me in very, I mean, unexplainable ways. Do like and subscribe.